Cool people, it's Grandpa Powis. Today it's going to be a different video, and I bet you wonder why the hell I've got two wrestling belts on. Well, today it's a wrestling video. It's going to be my predictions on the matches which will take place at Wrestlemania 28. I hope you enjoy. It's going to be quite interesting on my views, and I'm going to explain why I think they will happen. Hope you enjoy it. It's quick like correct. The first match that I think will take place at Wrestlemania is Karma versus Beth Phoenix. I think both these women wrestlers are definitely the most interesting of Red Divas at the minute. As Karma just came back at the Royal Rumble, I'm sure she's going to stir things up with the Divas champion, and Beth is most certainly the best Divas wrestler on the roster. So I think if them two faced at Wrestlemania, then it would be a great advert for Divas wrestling, as you'd see two people who you don't know who will win, because they're both very strong. They've both got a lot about them. So Beth Phoenix Karma looks to be an inevitable match at Wrestlemania. Goldust versus Cody Rhodes for the Intercontinental Champion. I was thinking about this. Well, with Elimination Chamber being a week, I was wondering, Cody Rhodes is definitely one of the upcoming brilliant wrestlers. I mean, he's the Intercontinental Champion. God knows how long he's had that belt, but I do think his time will come when he's going to relinquish, or he's going to lose his Intercontinental Champion, and eventually he's going to get a WWE or heavyweight title shot. And I think that is an inevitable factor. That I think Cody Rhodes is definitely ready. His mic skills have improved dramatically. He's a great wrestler, but I honestly think Goldust. Who could he face? Who could he face for the Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania? There's not many people like Ezekiel Jackson. I mean, Drew McIntyre. Come on now, they're not going to face him. I think Goldust, even though he's not with the WWE every week wrestling, I do think that could be brother versus brother. That'd be a good match to have anyway. So Goldust versus Cody Rhodes. I actually think there will be a Money in the Bank match. It's quite hard to think who would be in a Money in the Bank match. It could be anybody, but I'm going to say Kane versus... Wait one sec, people. Okay, right. I reckon it'll be Kane versus Jack Swagger. No, Kane versus Christian versus Zack Ryder versus Great Khali versus Barrett versus probably like Drew McIntyre. It was quite hard, but I thought people like Masked Kane, who the hell are they going to face at WrestleMania? They need like something to do, so I reckon he will be part of the Money in the Bank. I also reckon Christian will probably come back and feature in the Money in the Bank. That'd be quite cool. Barrett, I'm not sure. I'll tell you another match I think Barrett might be involved with at WrestleMania. Ryder, I think he deserves a chance, but I don't know what they can do with Ryder, because the woo-woo-woo's getting a bit old now. So, yeah. The next match I think will be on the card will be Dolph Ziggler versus Jack Swagger. Right, for the United States Champion. I reckon they've built over the upcoming months a formidable team, but it's getting a bit boring now. I think they need to do something different. So I also think Dolph Ziggler's got it in his time to be a WWE Champion. He's definitely got all the credentials needed in his locker. But I think Jack Swagger at most is a United States Champion wrestler. I mean, I can't really see him holding the big one anytime soon. So I reckon them two could face as just like a revenge match, as they've both fallen out, but who knows, it could just be a guess. But I think, yeah, so Jack Swagger versus Ziggler, I think that could be a match for the US title. The heavyweight title will be on the line. I reckon it will be Orton, and I'll explain why. Orton versus Bryant versus Sheamus. Say Bryant retains his title at Elimination Chamber, I can honestly not see Bryant versus Sheamus, because they're too contrasting in styles. I don't think we really want to see a Bryant-Sheamus match, as that was actually a hidden match in last year's WrestleMania. They actually wrestled, but it wasn't on the card. So, do we really want to see that a year later? I think what's going to happen is Orton will somehow win the Elimination Chamber, because Orton's too good to not be in the main event of WrestleMania. I'm not being funny, but he's like the SmackDown's John Cena. Like, without him, it's probably not the best it could be. So I reckon Orton will win the Elimination Chamber. I reckon Bryant will probably complain about his rematch. Then I reckon Sheamus will want to cash in his Royal Rumble tickets to face Bryant or Orton. So yeah, I reckon a triple threat looks quite likely. That'd be quite interesting. But I much more prefer that than say Orton versus Sheamus, or even fucking Sheamus versus Bryant. But yeah, so triple threat for the heavyweight title, that'd be quite intricate and quite cool. I also think The Miz versus R-Truth, that could be a match. I'm not sure yet, but if you saw on Monday Night Raw, apparently Miz has got a lot of backstage heat after letting R-Truth land viciously on his back after he did a suicide plunge off the top ropes. Good grief, I mean, you should have saw it. I mean, Miz, he was stupid, he let R-Truth do it. He's supposed to catch him, but instead he moved sort of out of the way, so R-Truth, as he hit the ground on his back, his head ricocheted back and smashed the fucking, what's it, the outside. It must have hurt. I mean, I reckon them two, they deserve to build up a big feud. I know they're like beefing sort of in the actual WWE at the minute. They're like having a bit of beef, but I reckon a WrestleMania match could end it all. I mean, that'd be quite cool. Also, I reckon the tag team titles could be on the line. I reckon Primo and whoever he tags with, I don't really know his name, could face Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Santino Marella. It's a bit of a stupid guess, but come on, that'd be quite funny to see Hacksaw Ho and Santino Marella face. I mean, be a tag team against Primo or whoever. So yeah, that's a match. I also think it will be Undertaker versus Triple H. I mean, rumour sites say that's going to be definite, a prediction that they think is going to happen. But I also think if Triple H is going to face Undertaker, I was thinking who else could. I mean, I honestly think Barrett could face Undertaker. Yes, you might be disagreeing with me saying if Triple H, HBK, Kane can't beat fucking Undertaker, how can Barrett win it? But Barrett's really, he deserves a push, man. I mean, if he beat Undertaker, what will that do for his career? It'd fucking put it on new heights. So Barrett, Undertaker, or if not that, Triple H, Undertaker. But that's the bonus. I hope that does happen, Barrett, Undertaker. You already know John Cena versus The Rock. That's already going to happen. I wonder who's going to win that. Actually, I think The Rock might win it. It's going to be hard, though. Any other matches? No, so that's my match card for WrestleMania 28. I reckon it'll be Karma vs Beth Phoenix for the first match, Goldust versus Rhodes for the Intercontinental Championship, a Money in the Bank match, 6-man. I don't really decide who will definitely be in that match, but I've got a few names I think probably who won't make the actual other matches, so I reckon I'll just put them in that 6-man Money in the Bank to make up for it. Undertaker versus Triple H or Barrett, CM Punk versus Jericho. I forgot to say that. CM Punk Jericho for the WWE title. That does look quite interesting, good match, both contrasting styles, both very good on the mic. Cena versus The Rock, The Miz versus R-Truth, and a tag team title match. Not too sure, but that'd be interesting. So yeah, it's been your boy Grant Powers. Please subscribe. Sorry if I choked. Sometimes quite hard thinking on the top of my head on how I think it will go, but I think that's quite knowledgeable. The guesses I made are quite interesting. I haven't just gone for what rumour sites predict. I've gone for my own imagination. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment below. Thank you.